Not fun. Going to the Galleria and stealing something, and while you're trying to get away, jumping and falling on ice and breaking your legs. Sunday, 2:20. A man was injured over the weekend after jumping from the second floor at the Galleria and landing on the ice skating rink. The man stole sunglasses from a store and ran when an off-duty officer working a second job spotted him. During the chase, the suspect jumped from the second floor, oh God, and landed on the ice skating rink. The shoplifter was caught on video. It was shared on social media. He is lying on his back on the ice while looking at his phone. In his post, it was said that he broke both of his legs, but Houston police wouldn't confirm the extent of his injuries. His legs looked injured. He wasn't moving much. As of Monday afternoon, police said the man hadn't yet been charged. Police didn't provide his name. Would you charge this poor bleeper? Would you charge him? I mean, Galleria has definitely gone downhill recently. There's no denying that. I mean, I think we've actually had a previous Galleria segment within the last week, if not the last 10 days, because of all the shootings that are taking place in the parking lot. On one hand, you want to keep people from coming back and stealing your sunglasses, but the store has not been identified. Do you want to press charges? I mean, I think this guy did the crime. I think 2 broken legs. This dude's in a wheelchair. At best. At best. I'll give him props. Like, to jump off the second floor.
Because that's not just like a normal second floor. That is a high second floor.
It is. And if I'm not mistaken, Sean, I don't, isn't the Galleria, the skating rink, isn't that the basement? So then there's like a first, second, and third level?
Yeah, I get. So he might have been jumping off floor 1 into like B1, basically.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because we don't have the specifics here yet. Like, was he jumping from 1 to B1? Because I'm thinking about it from the elevator perspective. If that guy jumped from the second level to the ice skater rink.
Yeah, that's 3 floors.
And survived. I mean, impressive. Obviously, legs broken.
I think you would still break your legs just jumping 1 floor onto ice. Because ice, not a forgiving surface.
Definitely not. There's no surface that's forgiving, though, at the Galleria, I would imagine.
No. Oh, no. There's no, like, aim for the bushes right answer that he could have had there.
No, it's either the ice or the granite floors.
Yeah.
Ow. But
yeah.
Both his legs. Could have been worse. I mean, he could have been dead.
He could have died. He honestly could have, I mean, very easily could have hit his head on the ice and died. Like,
always try to land on your legs, but I mean, yeah, and look, his legs did not go through his body or anything like that. Like, he didn't, you know.
They look broken though.
They do look.
They don't look super, and he's not moving them.
No, he's not. But he did get his cell phone out. When I first saw
is that like he's in shock or something, and he just doesn't feel his broken legs or something?
Oh, I don't want to know. God.
Like, it's just like I feel like I'd be immobilized in pain, like, or I'd be slapping the floor like I'm Tyrese Halliburton. I'd be pounding the ice. Like, oh my God,
I would be crying. From the 832, someone texted in on the most interactive sports talk show in town. Well, we don't have to worry about him stealing anymore. That's for sure. I don't know.
No one would he's got to pay for medical bills now.
Yeah, so
he's in a tougher spot financially.
Exactly. And these days, if you're in a tougher spot financially, sometimes people look the other way. I mean, listen, he could go back in the wheelchair. I'll say this as somebody who used to work at a grocery store and was once a front-end supervisor for, not the whole day, but for whatever shift I was there for 6 hours. There was this one fat, disgusting slob of a person who I will call that because they tried to steal stuff all the time. This fat, gross person was in one of those rascals.
Oh, yeah.
And used to put food in her very baggy clothes and would get very indignant when called on it. But she did it so much, and she didn't even try to go to another store and vary it up. And whenever we saw this lady we were like, can you please stop making us have to ask the uncomfortable question and trying to be so indignant? It's like, no, this is just how I look. Do you have a problem with it? I do have a problem with it. You're disgusting. Like, you're absolutely disgusting and a thief. If you were just disgusting, I could look the other way. I would prefer to look the other way. But you can't let me look the other way. I have to keep looking at you because I know you're back here and you're going to steal.
What was she stealing? Just out of
Like
curiosity.
frozen food. Like,
That's
nothing even good.
That's what I picture. I for some reason I pictured that she was trying to steal frozen food. Like, I think you could get away with the candy bar doing this. Some M&Ms.
Yes.
You could pack those in there.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't want to reach in there. I'd
Yeah,
let you go.
but
when you're putting it in your shirt and I can
Yeah.
see like the corner of like a frozen
Yeah,
DiGiorno's popping out.
You can see the fisherman on the fish sticks box.
yeah. There's the Gordon fisherman. He's in your cleavage, like giving you some action. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. And I always had this, since I was the front end supervisor, I had to confront the person. I hated that. I hated it so much. I didn't want to,
Yeah.
And I mean, not like there would be a high-speed chase with this lady. Like the rascals, they only go like 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, they only scoot.
There were times, this was not too long after my high school football playing days. There were times where I wanted someone to run. Like I wanted a runner.
Try something.
Oh yeah, try something. I'll take you down. I'll take you out. This is a first team all district safety. Who are you playing against? Doesn't matter. I want to hit people. That's why I played. But anyway, yes, we are talking about the dude at the Galleria who jumped and broke both of his legs. I am thinking that this person will never do it again. However, I would not rule it out entirely. For the 936, Eric the driver, maybe this was going through his head. Ow, 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 FFF, please someone kill me and stop this pain. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I jump?
These are the things that might have been going through his mind. Also, his splintered leg bones and part of his spine might have been going through his mind. Yes, that's true. It's very, very true.
Remember that USC football player who jumped out of an apartment building, but it was like and he lied about it. He said it was like to save like a drowning kid, but it was really because like his girlfriend was upset at him or something. It was like 10 years ago now.
No, I don't remember.
Oh
that.
Yeah, he broke an ankle. I want to say he like tried to pass it off as like a heroic story.
You have to.
And then it was like actually he was like running from someone and he jumped out the window.
Oh yeah, for sure. More comments here on YouTube. Second floor gallery is where all the expensive stores are, says Trill O'Reilly. Whatever he stole, probably a felony. Okay. It is Texas, so I mean,
you said sunglasses, right?
Yeah. So I'm guessing something that's like $500.
Yeah, you can probably get up to $300, $400 pretty easily.
Tony the Handsome said the Astros would say it's lower body discomfort. He's in a wheelchair at the plate the next day. It's leg discomfort. Lower body
Too much
discomfort.
swelling to run imaging, so we don't know what's wrong with them.
Lion Pride 71 says, what the hell was he trying to shoplift that he broke both legs and will walk with a limp the rest of his life? Shaking my head. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. It's like because he's probably, like, no offense to this guy, probably not the greatest athlete in the world.
I wouldn't think so.
Probably doesn't have like the. I think Tyrese Halliburton's gonna come back from his torn Achilles better than this guy.
Wouldn't it be so funny if this guy starts posting on social media like back on the grind?
Yeah, journey starts today.
Journey starts today.
All in for week 1. What?
I'll be back around Christmas time. I'll dress up as a Santa like a Billy Bob Thornton and that short fella in the movie Bad Santa.
Yeah, thank you for all Galleria fans for your support.
Man,
I gave my heart for this city and for this pair of sunglasses.
Definitely his legs, at least. Definitely his legs. Yeah, I didn't even think about the limp part the rest of the way.
Yeah, like that's what happened.
I'm assuming if he has insurance, it's bad. Would they amputate it? Listen,
Astros team doctor,
yeah. Astros team doctor would. It's like he's a civil war.
Yeah, he'll just give him. Yeah, he gives him a bottle of whiskey and a towel to bite on. And he's just like, all right, this is gonna hurt.
Kuglay says on the Twitch at ESPN 975, I'm not suspecting a wheelchair person to steal. I wouldn't either. I only suspected that large person at
Rascal
Hannaford's.
Rascal scooter is different than wheelchair. I will say that. I'll put that out there. I don't know if that's a controversial take, but I think there's a difference.
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely slow. Generally, a wheelchair you can at least some people in wheelchairs they got guns. You know, they got bigger arms than me.
Oh,
Like shout out.
I thought you meant actual. They're armed.
Yes, no,
yes, they have good look. Our guy Jason Street had pretty good arms by the end.
He did wheelchair rugby.
Yeah,
he almost made the team.
Yeah, his roommate or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Herc.
Yeah, Herc.
Herc, who learned to walk again and then became part of the violent gang of criminals that Walter White had to take down at the end of Breaking Bad. For the 936, Eric the driver asks, have you seen the video of the man jumping out the window to escape his arguing girlfriend in China? Yes, I have. It looked like a skyscraper, and the outside camera shows it was like 1 foot off the ground. Yes.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, that's like almost like a Family Guy or like Simpsons bit of like jumping out of a window, and it's like, oh, it's actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Poor Marine says they'll probably sue the Galleria for having a floor below the second floor. I'm like, oh yeah, he sues because like, oh, I thought I was jumping from 2 floors up. I actually jumped from 3 floors up.
Onto ice.
You know what?
It's dangerous having this ice here.
Texas Hammer, Tony Busby. Anyone? I doubt it.
Busby takes winning cases. I'll give him that.
Yeah, no one's taking this guy.
Then he turned down Zion Williamson's
I think he did.
X from that.
From the 832, I'm sure Homie was the distraction for a greater robbery at the Galleria. This would be a good way to distract.
God, that is
ultimate fall guy. That literally fell.
They better be. We would have heard if they got, because I am not volunteering to be the distraction, the cop bait when it turns into 2 broken legs jumping onto ice.
Yeah,
like they better have stolen like $100 million.
A lot, like that, because they got it now. I mean, that's coming out. They got to pay for the rehab.
That is my last job.
I have a bad joke to make before we move on.
Okay, please.
Do you think the ice helped? You put an ice on an injury. Do you think it helped? It didn't help at all.
Like obviously it caused the break, but after
at first it didn't help. It didn't help then. We can laugh at him. He's a criminal.
The emergency people are like, wow, not a lot of swelling.
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good job by you, dude.
I mean, yeah, maybe they'll be able to reset it in place because of the lack of swelling. Also, they might have to amputate it anyway. We had too much fun with this, but for the 832, did he get escorted out with a towel over his head?
He's Paul Pierce. Yeah.
Did he poop himself? If we're going Paul
Pierce.
No,
this is all a cover up because he actually pooped himself.
I think I would.
That's pretty smart.
I think I would poop myself if I fell that far. The pain would cause me to go. I think so.
I mean, you're a wreck down there, no matter what.
Yeah,
Why hold it in at that point?